Hey guys, it's SJ back at you with another video. So today I'm going to be doing an update video on you guys for the server. And let's just jump right into it. So, as you can already see, there's a bunch of changes. I pretty much finished up the server. It's complete now. Yeah, there's not much to it. But as far as the router goes, I got this WatchGuard XCS, and so when I initially bought it, the guy on eBay sent me the wrong one, and he gave me a full refund, and I pretty much just kept the box. So I was able to I wasn't able to get into the web interface to use it, but I was able to install pfSense on it. So it's going to be, this one's going to be used as a router and a firewall for the time being. I haven't set the firewall yet, but sooner or later I will get around to it. Let's go ahead and just go down from here. So these are the switches I'm going to be using. 3COM switch, a Cisco Catalyst switch, and 2 HP Pro Curves. Yeah, there's not much to it. I'm thinking about putting the putting the servers onto the Catalyst switch, and all the appliances on these 2 HP Pro Curves, so I can I guess like separate them from or on the network, so I can kind of go in and do what I want with them for specific stuff, so they're not all just like one switch. But yeah, next stage are the servers. So this is a R210 that I bought for about $60. Didn't have a hard drive in it or anything. I tried to, as you can see, I tried to install Linux on it, but there's no hard drive in it, so I couldn't do anything. So I'm going to be taking that out after the video and installing Linux on it. From now on, I'm going to be using Linux for all the servers. This one right here, this is not a disk shelf. It's an actual server, so it's a disk shelf plus server. It's a dual CPU motherboard. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to make this the main, I guess, manager for the servers and for the disk shelf. And so I'm going to attach all of these together and use all of these for this one. So this one is going to be the main one, and it'll manage all of these, and these are all going to be filled up. Right now I have all these bays filled up right now. These bays right here always give me red, so it must be something wrong with the hard drive, so I gotta figure that out. Yeah, these right now, I don't think these are filled up. They might be. These are a little hard to pull out, but yeah. But yeah, let's see. After a bunch of going through all this, I decided to change the IP address of it. Instead of using 192.168, I'm going to use 10.0.0. So the router downstairs in my house uses that IP address, and I feel like that's a lot easier. Instead of using the 10, it's a lot simpler. Instead of going 192.168. Blah 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 blah. It's simpler. Instead of going 10 is using the 10 is a lot easier than using the 192. So, but yeah, these 2 servers have Linux on it. I'm going to install Linux on this soon after this video. These 2 servers have Windows Server on it. I don't like it. It's like using Windows Server on this is extremely laggy, and it just sucks. I'd rather use Linux on these 2, and I'm going to install Linux on this one. Right now there's a pfSense. This was the old router. So the old pfSense router. So I'm gonna flash this hard drive on here, and I'm gonna be using just regular Debian 8 on here. Jessie, I believe that's what it is. But yeah. after doing that, it's just pretty much just going through and just kind of configuring it all, making it look nice, and just fixing a lot of the things that's going on with it. So the UPS right now, I don't have a problem with it. It's just that it's what is it? I want to find a way to be able to remotely manage this, but the I guess a lot of the appliances on here. So this uses Java, this uses Java, these two switches uses Java, but I have no idea how to get them to work. This uses Java. The Cisco switch uses Java. It's a bunch of shit in here that uses Java, but I have just no idea how to get it to work on Linux. It's acting weird, and I just can't ever get it to work. So I just kind of gave up on it and just kind of left it alone for the time being, so I can kind of figure out the things. This does not have Linux on it yet. So this Nimbus data array is really weird. So there's a what is it? There's a web interface, and I can't seem to access the web interface for some reason. So I'll try to put in like just a regular password, like admin as the username and admin as the password, but for some reason that just doesn't work. I've tried to Google it. There's like nothing. There's no documentation for this whatsoever. I got this off of eBay, and I've been trying to get it to basically just work with what I'm trying to give it, but it just doesn't want to. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to probably like just completely erase everything on this. There's a flash card on the inside. It hooks up to SATA, so I was thinking about maybe going in and see if I can find the password for it, somehow flash it and get a new system going. But I have no idea how to get it to run. So I'm more than likely going to just uninstall. I'm gonna flash it with Linux and use that for the time being, because this seems just this just doesn't seem to be working with me. So there's a couple of things I want to try before I do that. I talked to the seller, and he doesn't know anything about it. He got it from a friend. They were using it, and they pretty much just don't use it. They stopped using it, so they gave it to him, and he sold it. I bought this for $250. It's worth it. It's a dual CPU motherboard. I can put more than 128 gigs, maybe even more of RAM in the inside. So it can handle a lot of this stuff. I'm thinking about actually splitting this up between data processing and actually using handling the storage arrays. I want to install virtual machines on these servers and use maybe 2 virtual machines per server, so I can have a count of 12 servers, but 6 of those aren't physical, they're just virtual machines. So yeah, I have a plan. It's gonna take some time to implement it, but should work out so far. If you guys have any suggestions on what I should do in the future, go ahead and comment down below. Don't have a problem with trying to do things or trying to do stuff with the server. So just in the time being, I'm not going to go ahead and install the virtual machine just yet. I still have a lot of time. I want to put some more RAM in all of these. So all these servers, I believe they have 8 gigs. I want to see if I can put 16 in all these, and then max that one out with 128 gigs of RAM, so I can have the max amount. And right now they're running great. The servers are running great. They kind of run slow, but I think if I upgrade the RAM, I should be able to get to run a little bit faster than what they're doing now. But they're also kind of running hot, so that's kind of a problem as well. But I figured out that problem. If I ever have the heat on, that's why they run hot. Since there's no cooling, there's just literally just an open wooden box, or So I had to have the cold air on whenever I use this, and that keeps them warm, and that would keep them running really good. So just got to figure out the cooling situation. But besides that, there's not much to this to the server. Just have to install Linux on it, and I'll put up on the screen what my plan is to do with everything, and I'll put it up right now and show you guys what it is. Like, just planning to configure the firewall properly, install Linux on all the servers, and the very bottom one, install Linux on it if I can't get the web interface to work. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions, please feel free to comment down below. Again, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. If you guys want more videos like this, hit the like button so I know that you guys like these videos. Don't forget to subscribe. It really helps out the channel. If you guys have any questions, just comment down below. But that's it. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.